जस्टिस निकरेश जी, श्रद्धेय स्वामी जी, मंच पर उपस्थित सभी संघ के अधिकारीगण, निष्पक्ष बंधु, आदरणीय सज्जन, माता भगिनी, दिस इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. Talk about the persons whom we know. They pass away, and we have to remember. We have to remember them. That is there because we cannot fetch them back from where they have. But they have left us a legacy. That legacy we have to carry. After Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj passed, Samartha Ramdas Swami wrote a letter to Samvada and asked him to remember how Shivaji walked, how Shivaji talked, how did he give advice. All his style, action, everything. And then said that after remembering this, you have to do a bit more. How Sangha runs like this. People come, they put up their own example for us to follow. And everybody tries his best to follow as much as he can. He was such an example for us. As a Swayamsevak, as a Sangha, as an individual, as a householder, family man, as a social worker, I think that he was made for a role of Sangha. He came to Sangha and he became Sangha Chalak, Jila Sangha Chalak, Bhag Sangha Chalak, Prant. Sangha Chalak is driver. But driver never grips the steering wheel. He is there. He is there, available for you. Menon sir was always available. In spite of his busy PA practice, in spite of so many things he was doing, whenever he was needed, he was available. He was always there without making us feel that he is there. A very serene, calm, and prasanna individual. I have always found him like that. He was 10-12 years elder to me, but he never let me feel or let anybody feel that he is some senior. He was always in the team, one of the team. For Sangha Chalak, and accordingly he was given some formal respect. But in spite of that, I don't think anybody felt we are talking to someone away from us, someone on the higher pedestal. He was there on the higher pedestal. But people, okay, I can talk with him. He will talk with us. That is how Swayamsevak works. One of the key. And he put example in every aspect of his life. As an individual, you have heard so many remembrances. There were so many experiences. As a chartered accountant, his reputation, an account passed by is his firm, needed no other certificate. So, as a professional, he was perfect. Not only successful, but all the clients, they were touched by his advice. That is what I have. I never inquired about his practice. Anytime we did not talk about that. But what people tell me. He was an elder in the team, but he was one of them. Anybody can talk anything. And he used to listen and he used to give apt advice. So if we go with the problem to him, we get advice, we will continue, okay. He used to inspire courage by his presence. Though I didn't have to go to him for any advice, but I could observe it and I could feel him. Whenever we met, we were in team in Baitaks, in Pratyam Sabha or in Kerala too. Such a very natural, approachable man. As a Sangha-chalak, he took care of everybody. Sangha-chalak is chalak because he is palak. He is guardian. That guardianship, he performed it, he conducted it in a solid manner, as was expected. So that was also exemplary. He has left to us the legacy, how we should be as an individual. How should we manage our family as a Sangha family? How as a Swayamsevak we should conduct in our business, earning activity. How as a Karyakarta we should behave in our team. How as a Sangha-chalak we should take care of everything and everybody. These things, they will remain with us forever. Those who have seen him, have experienced, they will narrate those things again and again. Next generation Swayamsevaks or the Swayamsevaks who are not so near to him as to experience these things will know how it is carried out in Sangha. He came late age, but he immediately become one with Sangha. Because he understood Sangha not as a movement, not as an organization, not as an activity, but as a sadhana. He himself was Sri Vidya Sadhak. So he understood sadhana. And he could see that sadhana. How Swayamsevaks come to Sangha? Remain lifelong in this Sangha. Do not get anything, even thank you. But they keep working. As much as they can and as long as. What is the incentive? The incentive is bhakti, sadhana. And that sadhana doesn't come through speeches or battles. It comes through living example. Menon sir was such an example. We have to remember him, to follow him. His Parthiva is not before our eyes now. But his legacy is there, his parampara is there. And we have to carry it forward. We have to give it to next generation. So that this sadhana goes on continuously, generation by generation. Till the work is finished, we achieve the goal. Dhaneshwar Maharaj, he has described such people. He says that they are a Vahini, platoon of the Ishwar Nishtha. Ishwar Nishthanchi Mandiyari. And how are they? They are moon without spots. Chandrama hai, kalank nahi. They are sun without the heat. Papahin Martand. And to everybody, their behavior is of love. For everybody. Cutting across the various lines that make people vibe with each other or make people, take people apart from each other. That thing is not there at all. Anybody who comes to them, anybody to whom such people go, they see them as their own. Dhaneshwar Maharaj has asked the Guru that such people should be available to everybody on earth. He was the member of such a planet, soldier of such a. And Sangha wants to bring about the transformation of the society by being such a platoon, by setting up an example, by transforming people. That is their Sangha. Everything in their life has to be adjusted to this, has to be streamlined to this goal. If you remember Menon sir's life was streamlined to this. Man does not live only for an organization or for country. He has to live for himself. He has to live for his dependents. He has to live for in their profession, for everybody else. all this has to manage together. And Menon sir showed us how we can manage all together. He was not a prachara. But he worked like it. He showed the qualities of. Oh, this can be done. You can have your families, you can work for them. You have your individual likes and dislikes. But if all this we can manage, we can work for everything. And in everywhere we can earn success and our life becomes meaningful. This is what Sangha tells us. Sangha can tell us this, and we can hear it, and we try to do. We try to live our life. Likewise, because we have such examples. They are not away from us. They are amongst us, very near to us. And they themselves are aware that they have to put an example. Without thinking, I will be an example. As a sadhana, they just behave like that. Such was our main instance, and he is no more now. But he will be there if we carry on this legacy. Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya. That is the rule. So everybody comes here and everybody goes out. But the name, pain, actions, they remain. And graver the actions, fairer the actions, they cast a long shadow. People follow. People set their standards accordingly. People say, this life, it was a meaningful life. I want a life like that. I will be like. When sevas, they have to be exemplary in this. Not only as Sangha, as individuals, as the householders, in every walk of life, Seva has to lead the way without being leaders in its literal meaning. We have to lead from within, and we have to lead not by preaching, leading by example. That is expected of a Swayam Seva. And Menon sir lived fully to fulfill this. I think we have to learn this from his example, and I pay my tributes on my own behalf, on behalf of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangha. I give my Shraddhanjali to his sacred women.